Just read this for a second. Yeah, I actually made a cold calling agent that is too good at its job and I had to turn it off. I've used Gemini AI's Deep Research to create a cold calling voice AI agent that calls leads after they submit a Facebook ad form. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I created this awesome AI assistant. And I'll show you the workflow and the system behind this that I use to sell this exact model so you can go out and sell this today. And the best part is Retell AI is actually free to use and is the basis that we use this on. So let's get going, and there's going to be another awesome video. Watch to the end because it's going to be great. Alright, let me quickly just show you the back end, then I'll show you a live demo, then I'll show you how I've actually set this up with Gemini's Deep Research AI. It's really amazing at the moment. So this here is the exact slide that I did when I did the initial call with the client, and I just edited the bottom a little bit, but you'll see what happens is the idea is that the client runs a sort of meta ad, Facebook or Instagram ad, and it leads into a meta or instant forms. So you'll have the backend sitting up here, we have the ads running, and we end up picking up 3 generic images that we chopped and edited a little bit from these ones. And when you click on it, it pretty much comes up with an instant form. They click through it and then it goes to their website. So in the back end, what happens is this information gets fed into Highlevel, that is your CRM. It goes into a pipeline and then it goes into a funnel system that basically starts emailing the person out. So every day you get an email, you get an SMS and a voice call. And then in 2 days time, email, SMS, voice call, email, SMS, voice call. And that worked really well because the data we receive from here, we can make really personalized with our CRM and feed this to the voice AI system. And it all goes through and initially built this up in Retell that is free, and Gemini Deep Research that created the prompt for us. It's really amazing and works really, really well. So let me quickly jump out of here and I'll show you a live example. So I've gone through and I've set up this exact system for my school aid community. So it's a paid community that I'm going to run ads from, and same thing's going to happen. Once you click on the ad, fill your details in, you are going to come to get an email, get an SMS, and what better way to demonstrate voice AI by actually getting a call. So let me show you an example of how this works. So let me just switch out of this one. Now, if you're not familiar with Meta ads, or it's really hard to test lead forms, but Meta has a development page in here that you can find your lead form in, and you can actually run a test for it. So what happens is you'll fill your details in through here. So I just made a fake name and I have my separate phone number in here, and all we're gonna do is hit the submit button and I'll show you what happens next. So if this was a real customer, they would have clicked on your ad, they would come and this is all about obviously my school mentorship program that I've converted, because this Facebook ad for the landscaping company is not running anymore because it's just working too well. But this is what's running for me at the moment. It's going to hit continue. Terms and conditions, yeah, that goes out. And obviously it's gone in here, and you should really look at joining my voice AI community. It's really good, really, really cool. You come in here and you can join up. You get lots of extras for it, but that's not the point. So what happens in here now is once this is submitted, we are going to feed our details through a CRM system. We've got a bit of a wait, and then I get this cool phone call. So let's listen to this. Hello.
Hello, David. This is Samantha calling from the Voice Agency Mentorship Program. Thank you for filling out the instant form on Facebook. Did you happen to receive the link to our school group via SMS and email?
All right, let me just quickly check in here. And oh yeah,
Okay, great.
yeah, I got the text message and I can see the link. Cool.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. So, out of curiosity, how much experience do you currently have with AI?
No, I have nothing at all.
Got it. Well, the reason for my call is to let you know that the Voice AI Agency Mentorship is a special VIP program designed to help people like you launch and
All right.
grow
Oh,
your
that's
own
cool.
AI
You know
agent.
what? I'm going to click on that link right now and join up because this is so cool and awesome. Thank you, Samantha. I'll talk to you later, okay?
Okay, great. I'm really excited for you. Just a quick reminder, the school link is school.com/the Voice AI Agency. Have a great day, David.
All right. Awesome. Works really well. Great. So let me show you the setup, and just to show you what happens actually is I actually get an email through in here. So let me just mention this up in here. So as a client, or as a prospect, a lead that clicked on the link, I get this. Hey David, it's Altus here. Get an automated SMS. Then after all this is run, I'll show you the full form, the full automation. It's also going to send me as Altus, as the owner, a summary and the voice clip as well. But first, let's go through and let's start creating a Gemini bot for you. I'll show you how to set it all up, and it's really going to be awesome, and we're going to have lots of fun. So let's get into that now. And just to summarize, we're going to look at setting up a voice AI bot with these two. I'm not going to show you the full system that works really well in here. If you want it, it's in my school community. We go through the full training, how to set up all of this, but I'll show you the back end of it and what it looks like, just not the how to. So first things first is just going to come to Google and you're just going to look up Retell AI. So if you don't have Retell AI, you can completely start for free. They got a free trial period you can use, and it's really, really good. So once you go into Retell AI, you are going to be presented with a dashboard like this, and all you have to do is create a new agent. And it's going to be a single prompt agent, and we're just going to start from blank. So once this loads, it's got a bunch of basic settings. I'm not going to go too much over it because, again, I want to show you how good a Gemini AI prompt can be. So just the settings in the top, obviously your GPT models, your voices, functions down the side, and how we can test things. And it works really well because it shows you the pricing in here. And in fact, when you set it to GPT-4 Mini, you can see it's a decent price drop in here, which makes this really, really affordable. So now, how are we going to get an awesome, amazing prompt? So the next part you're going to do is you're going to go into your Google and you are going to look up Gemini AI. Now, what we need to do is make sure you're signed into your Google account, and we're going to click into here, and you're going to see Gemini AI, and there is Deep Research in here. So you're going to click that button in here. Now, what I've done is I have prepared a prompt to create my prompt. And I'll bring this over in here, and I'll open this up, and let's just do the view a little bit, and I'll zoom in, say 200%. So all I'm saying and what I'm going to tell it to do, now this is the important part, we need a good prompt to create our prompt, and I just give it as much details as I can. So I tell it I want it to do deep research for a cold calling AI assistant. I didn't give it, I want the perfect prompt because I'm telling it I want a really perfect prompt for cold calling, and then I kind of tell it my scenario. Obviously, this is going to be for an offer for my school community, and this is exactly what I use. I just edited this a little bit for the landscaping, from the landscaping to this. This is the exact prompt I use for the previous landscaping module that I showed you guys. And all it does, it again, I just quickly scroll through it. It just says what I want. It says how it gets used. Then I tell it the offer that I have, and then I tell it what I want it to do. So what is happening, and I just say that we're running meta ads, instant format ads. The viewer clicks on the ads. Once they obtain the details goes into a CRM, which is Highlevel. Then it triggers an email and SMS. But I also want the person to call. The reason I want them to call is I want to thank them for clicking on the ad. Then I want to make sure, so this is where I made it a little bit more personal, that they are joining the Voice AI mentorship program. Thank them for filling out the school. Here's some links to it. Now, when you do this for a client, like I did again for the landscaping company, you just got to edit these things a little bit different. So if we're running an ad on them, for example, they had a old clients come back ad where it calls up, say, hey, and it again makes it personalized. I don't know if you listen to the prompt there. Hey, David, thanks for being such a valued member of our landscaping business. I've just sent you a text and I've sent you an email about the special discount for old members that we have or previous clients that we have. Just make sure you get the link and we'd like you to book in. Something along those lines. So whatever sales and discounts your clients need to use, it comes in here. So you can pause, write it out yourself, but all I'm telling the deep research to do is really do your own research in regards to the perfect prompt for cold calling in the AI assistant. And I want you to build that prompt after you. So go away, do some research, be smart about what makes a good prompt, and then build it out and give me the perfect prompt. So all I did is copy and paste this in here. And again, this will be in my cool little school community if you need any of that. But I come to Gemini, make sure that one is selected in there. But I click the deep research in here and I can just hit the paste button in here. And we hit the forward in here. So deep research does deep research. It scans through pages. So first it will come up with a plan. So it's a lot slower than anything else just because it does such a good job at it. So I'll just give it a second to load. So first it does the plan. So don't just go away. Wait for the plan and then we're going to execute it. Okay, so we'll just give this a couple of seconds. And just pause. All right, as soon as I said the word pause, this actually popped up. So it kind of says what it's going to do. We're going to do deep research on our prompt. We're going to analyze the results. And then we're going to create a report. And it's going to be a few minutes. Definitely going to be a few minutes. So all you have to do is say start. And obviously you can edit the plan if you want to. I was going to go for a start. And if this is your first time doing this, it's really good to just have a look and see what it does for interest's sake at least. But you can see it scales the internet and visits websites. When it visits the websites, it gets details from the website. It learns from the website. So I really think this is such a revolutionizing way of AI prompting. So look in here. So you can go for it. It's going to go for a while, but it's got all these things. And then I've found websites that's kind of related to this. So cold calling, cold emailing, voice AI stuff. So really, open this in here. Okay, so you go 5 quick prompts and tips. So it finds all these crazy stuff that it goes out and learns from. So really amazing like that, right? So it goes through scanning, learning, scanning, learning, scanning, learning. And eventually you'll end up with a document like this. So I'm going to close out of this one. And then eventually you'll end up with a document like this. So it's actually gone through, it's done all its research, and then it gives you a full-on detailed research document on prompting for AI. So this is really good. So this will make it so good. So you can read through it. It's interesting to read. Talks about how to make AI human sounding, things it needs to say, right? So definitely do your own. Even if you're not going to use the prompt, just use it. Best practices in here, right? So humanizing interactions, making AI sound natural and engaging, using filler words like are, yeah, like really good things you might not have thought about. I also told it that we're going to use sales psychology and persuasion. And it really, so it does its research. It's really good, drawing inspiration from, in fact, big part of the prompt, I said, I want you to be like Hermosi and Russell Brunson and when we write the script out, okay? So really, really good in here. And then it comes up with the perfect prompt for Samantha, and here's the blueprint. So all you need to do is just copy and paste this awesome prompt, the perfect prompt over, and it's got a script. In fact, while it's in here, we'll just read through it. It makes the reading easy. So perfect prompt, it's got the opening, tell you who, what it is, use filler words, be professional, use skills, aim to create interest and sense of urgency, similar to Hormozy and Russell Brunson. So that kind of sets the tone and background for your bot. Then it talks about the script, how we want to use it. When we talk about giving long URLs, so that's important. And it actually goes and spells it out, especially because if you're not don't know what school is, it's obviously spelled a bit different than normal school you would go to, and just voice AI agency, and obviously get it out. So yeah, really good prompt. It has a bit of an about section, so if you anyone at any stage wants to ask a question about the AI agency mentorship program, it can answer it through here. So just as we scroll down, you'll see the closing sentence in here, the example script, which is really, really good example script, scenario 1, scenario 2, scenario 3. It came up with all this by itself. And then it just gives you a couple of more tips, gives you a conclusion, tells you where all the research has come from. So really, really awesome, really, really amazing. I think this is probably one of the best ways to write your prompt. So now all you have to do is just copy and paste this, come to your AI assistant and just chuck that in there, and it will pretty much work from the start as it is. So I'll just show you my prompt again. And I can't go through all of this at the moment, but let's come to the top one. So this is the blank one. It's going to go in here for delete. So when we come in this one, you'll see, and this is part of the training that I do when we set it up, and we're quickly going to go over it now, just so you understand, is that we're going to use dynamic variables in here. So dynamic variable setups, that means that we can actually feed the information we have from Facebook to Highlevel, and from Highlevel we're going to send this over into VAPI, or into, so it just means dynamic variables that we're going to use. So it just means that we can take the information from Facebook, take it into Highlevel, from Highlevel send it to Retell AI, and it can be really personalized. So if we just come back to this in here, if you have a client that's got more questions in here, that has more information, that needs things more qualified, you can have this in here. So for a landscaping company, if they say that they want to, maybe are interested in, what's an example, grass, more grass cutting, right? More grass lawn mowing. And you have that, and then it's the option they selected. You can carry that dynamic variable over to your prompt, and you can say, hey, David, notice you filled out our Instagram form or Facebook form, and that you have an interest in getting your lawn mowed. Now this call sounds really personal to them, and they are probably going to be more engaging than just going, hey, this is Samantha from the landscaping company. Thanks for filling out our form, right? Nothing personalized in it. This way we can really make it personalized. So let me just go over a couple of workflows. I'm not going to go too much into it. I wanted to show you how to create really, really good prompts with Gemini AI, and obviously Retell, lots to learn in it, really good thing to go in it. But once you come into the couple of workflows, and I'll show you how we can transfer this through to this, through to this. Okay, so here we go. So it's going to come back in here, and I'm going to go show you my Highlevel setup. And obviously, if you want to learn all these things, like I'm about to show you how to implement a full system, I have all that set up and ready to go in my cool school community, the Voice AI Mentorship. And we have everything from Highlevel to Highlevel Voice AI to VAPI Voice AI, Synflow, Retell, which is where this module comes in, 11 labs, make tutorials, N8N tutorials, website chatbots, cold email scraping, so much in here, amazing amount of details in. But not only that, give you almost like $4,000 worth of free items when you join up. Like you get unlimited Go High Level, you get a massive SaaS program, you get unlimited SMS tool, 10 mailboxes, niches for your clients. Yeah, quite a lot in here that you get. But let me quickly walk through this and show you the basics. So yeah, first things first, you need to have your Meta account connected to High Level. So you're going to come into your High Level and you come to integrations down the bottom, and you need to make sure that Facebook page and Instagram page are all connected with your ad account connected into it. Now, I'm not going to go through Facebook ads, but once you create a Facebook ad in the ads campaign and you have an instant form and you have your account connected in here, it's automatically just going to pop up and do this awesome field in here called field mapping. That's the actual form in here for the school community, and all it does is just maps the fields. The first name, they fill in first name, phone number, email to email. So works really well. Okay, so it's a great direct integration. So just by filling out the form, people are going to come straight into your CRM system. So now we have the data in the CRM system. What do? We're going to use an automation to send it out. So let me show you this automation that I built quickly. And I come back, we're going to come to automations. And then I'm going to look for the latest Facebook lead ad one in here. And while we're at it, I'm going to unsubscribe myself. So I'm going to come to enrollments. And David, that we just tried out, is going to take them out of the workflow. But how does the workflow work? In summary, that whenever someone submits a Facebook lead form, we're going to put them in a pipeline so we know who and what they are. We are going to add them in as a tag, and then we're going to wait 1 minute. So I don't want to bother people instantly with this. I'm just going to hit the save button here. So someone fills out a form, the automation triggers, it puts them in a pipeline for us. Then it adds a tag so we can keep track of the contacts. Then we wait 1 minute. Now, Retell AI can connect different phone numbers to it for different regions. So I'm running this ad on a bunch of platforms, different countries. But I also have a USA number for American leads and clients, and I have a New Zealand and Australian number, or a New Zealand number for Australia contacts and New Zealand contacts. So all I did in here is a if branch, and I'm just saying if the phone number contains a +1, it comes down here. If it contains a +64, it comes down here. If the number is anywhere else in the world, I don't want to waste phone call minutes on it, so just going to go into the email SMS campaign by itself. Now, we have all this data, we have the name, we have the phone number, we have the contact details. So the basics is just email, SMS, wait a day, email, SMS, wait a day, email, SMS, wait a day. But to trigger the call, you have to add a webhook in here. Now, webhooks is just a way of sending data from one platform to another platform, and the best way to do this is with an application like make.com or N8N. Either of them, good to do, good to use. I, however, use make.com because I have it set up, or N8N, rather, let me say. I've transitioned from make to N8N because I have a service set up that I can do unlimited taskings for, and I'll show you how that works. But all it does is in here is clicking in here, and all I'm taking is all my contact details and I'm sending it to my N8N server. So I'll show you how that works. So anything that's going to come in here is going to trigger a phone call from the American agent, and it just means I map an American number, or it triggers it out and the New Zealand number. So I'll show you this quickly. My N8N server in here. Now, just a side note, you can add the extra webhooks in High Level. So if you come in here and we go webhook, the premium triggers, custom word or premium triggers, but they are, I think, 2 cents per execution. So I'm cutting that out, 2 cents in there, because I'm already having to pay an extra 7 cents, usually a minute or two, that the phone call gets made. So cutting a couple of cents out saves it, because I have N8N. So N8N requires two quick examples, and you can just set up your own N8N by obviously visiting n8n.com yourself, set up a free trial account, or you can host your own N8N server and have N8N for free for unlimited time. I've made a previous video for it. I'll link it up here in the top to host your own N8N server, and you can run these scenarios unlimited times for free. But I have a workflow, and I'll show you how easy it is. Just two modules that Facebook ad. So it's going to be go high level to retail. So that post method is just going to come in here. It receives this webhook, and then I'm just making a HTTP request. So I'll show you this HTTP request quickly, and I'll just go copy this one, duplicate this, and I'll just show you this in here. So I don't want to show you this one, but I'll show you this one, and I just need to edit my details. Alright, so I just quickly edit the details in here, but now remember, I'm going to get a bunch of data from here. I'm not going to show you how to set this up, but all this is going to do is take the information in here, and I'm going to send it to Retell Ai by having Retell's URL in here, and I then have my connection details, and what I do is I send the number that I need to call, and I send the first name in through to Retell.ai, and that just means that I can call them by their personal names, right? So that is to send details to Retell, and once that's all done, let's delete this one out as well. Hit the save button there, hopefully didn't break that. Once the phone call is done, we can actually send a summary back again, and I'll show you how to do that one. So two workflows in here, oops, over here. So once a call is done in Retell, you actually have the option to send details out and across back. So the summary, the transcript, and the audio file. So come in here, and this is the go high level to Retell, and we're going to look at the Retell to email. So that just says once we are done, we're going to receive some information, and let's just look at some of the ones in here that's gone through. So I'll just show you this one from earlier on. So the webhook actually receives data from Retell, so it gets the data, and it gets a bunch of stuff from there. It gets a phone number, it gets a transcript, and now what we're going to do, we're just going to use OpenAI, and we're going to tell it to summarize our transcript, and then we're going to send an email. And we are just going to send a document in HTML format with their name. So you got a new call from someone, it's got the summary, and it's got the audio file attached to it, and then me as a user gets a cool looking email similar to this, saying, hey, a call from Mark has come through. Let me show you this one. It's the wrong one. One like this, I mean. So we're going to get a call. A call from Mark has come from his number. This is what Mark has said. And then once you click on it, you can actually download the file, and I'll download the file for you. So me as an owner get that. So let me just quickly download the file. It pops up a audio file.
Hello.
Hello, Mark. This is Samantha calling from the Voice Agency Mentorship Program.
So yeah, real good value as the owner to know that things are happening and coming through. So really total awesome system. Really works well. As you can see from my text messages, the owners love this. It booked them out really fast by just using the simple steps. And all you really need is a high level account. Retell works for free, and you can start all this and sell it. So this exact system I'm selling for my basic price that I've built out in here, and it's just a normal price of $499 per month, and that one there was $1,000 setup. So even some days this doesn't run, okay, because they turn the ads off, and the voice AI system is not getting used, but I'm still getting paid every month. So if you want to learn how to do things like this, you know what to do. Join our community, get a bunch of awesome free stuff, come to the classroom, and really learn awesome stuff like this. Lots of options for you to create a lifestyle and learning modules and go out there and have a product to sell. I'm not only just showing products, I tell you where to get clients and then how to build an offer so you can go out and do the outreach. So Yeah, thanks for watching. I really hope all this makes sense for you, and yeah, you can build up and get going. So thank you very much.